Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is an unplanned popped up live stream. Not expecting the whole people to come in here, but I want to talk to you today about the power of acceptance. So this probably be a very short live stream, maybe like 15 minutes or something like that, man. Maybe less than that. But I want to go ahead and get into it. Just give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So basically, what I want to teach the young men out there or anyone, first, you have to accept people for who they are. Accept people for who they are and where they are in life. There's a lot of people out there who have not learned this. When you accept people for who they are and where they are in life, you soon understand that there are simply people out there who are satisfied with living a lifestyle of being mediocre or just satisfied being losers. And that sounds messed up, but it's just the truth. When you meet somebody who is satisfied with how they're living, you cannot motivate them, you cannot inspire them, you cannot coerce them, you cannot direct them, you cannot guide them because they are satisfied with how they are living. Now, these same individuals will complain about how they live, but they will not take the steps needed or necessary in order to change their lives. You get what I'm saying? So what's going to happen is, take for an example, a buffet. There's a reason why they call a buffet an all-you-can-eat buffet, because you eat until you are satisfied. When you get full and you sit down, after you ate your 6, 7 plates, when a waiter or waitress comes along and offer you for another drink, you won't take that drink because you'll say that you're stuffed and you're about to bust, right? Now, when that happens, when that happens, no one at that table can make you eat. No one at that table can make you take another bite because you are satisfied. And we are surrounded by individuals who are satisfied with living a lifestyle of just being a mediocre person or a person who is a bum. These type of people, you must accept them for who they are and where they are in life. You cannot pull them up. You cannot help them out. And once you learn how to accept people for what they are, you can navigate through life a lot more easier. You get what I'm saying? Another thing I want to tell you, I want you to stop trying to change people to be what you want them to be. A lot of men get in that situation. A lot of women get into that situation. They see a fixer-upper. If I do this, if I do that, if I help with this, if I help with that, perhaps that person would change their ways. Perhaps that person would do something that is beneficial to me. You understand? You cannot change people into what you want them to be. People are who they choose to be, okay? It's all up on them. It's their decision, okay? Another thing, stop trying to change situations that are determined by another person's actions. You'll find people in relationships. A man is with a woman, an ungrateful woman, a whorish woman, a cheating woman, a lying woman, and then he'll blame himself. He'll say things like, if I did more of this or if I did less of that, she wouldn't be how she is in a relationship. You have no power over that. Once a relationship is broken, you shouldn't be trying to fix it. If you're not married, just let it go. A broken relationship is simply a broken relationship, point blank, period. You understand what I'm saying to you, Jack? So, you must learn to accept things for what they are, not for what you hope they will be, not for what you think it can be. You have to accept them for what they are. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Like I said, it's a short pop-up live stream. Just do some stuff together. Now, another thing about the power of acceptance. Acceptance prevents delusion. Have you ever noticed the women that we have right now? How delusional that they are? It's because they cannot accept reality. What do I mean by that? You can find a woman who is 100 pounds overweight. You can find a woman who is average or below when it comes to her looks. You can find a woman who has multiple baby daddies, multiple children, a woman with poor credit, a woman who cannot stay gainfully employed. And this very same woman will still believe that she has the opportunity to find a man that makes $100,000 a year or more. That's delusion. All women who are like that, who are delusional, simply do not accept that they have made the wrong choices in life that have put them in positions to where they're not desirable. You get what I'm saying? Now, people who live and exist in delusion, they tend to exist in the realm of possibilities, not probabilities, but possibilities. Possibilities mean anything can happen. But when you are a man and you operate in logic, probabilities simply exist within the realm of logic, statistics, numbers, ratio, experiential knowledge, experiences, stuff like that of that nature, right? So even though there is a probability of this woman who is damn near 4'8" and may weigh 300 pounds and stuff like that, the probability of her finding her a man, a top tier man, is like 1 out of a billion. Okay? And still there will be women who will say stuff like, well, that's one chance, that's one shot. That means it can happen. That means it can happen. That's because they think in the realm of possibility where anything can happen. You get me? When you see the probability of a matter, when you see there's only one shot in a billion, even though this one shot is still slim, it's slim enough for it to be non-existent. When women don't accept themselves for who they are or the reality of their lives, they are delusional. This is why you find women having a hard time accepting what men are saying. When men say we want them to be feminine, they don't accept that. They're delusional. They say, I want a partnership. I want a partnership. You get what I'm saying? Also, let's move along. Another thing you need to do, you need to accept you for who you are. There are a lot of people running around right here who are not the true versions of themselves. They get around people, and these people, they want to belong to these groups, and they don't reveal who they really are to these people in these groups. For example, sometimes you'll find people who do nerdy things, who might like anime or who like to read books and stuff like that, whatever it may be. They'll purposely hide that from these other people because they want to be accepted. So they create an event. They invent a different version of themselves. And that different version of themselves is not the true version of themselves. An example was Tupac Shakur. Tupac was not a thug. Tupac began talking about thug life after he got around thugs in the music industry. Even Tupac himself said things like, I never had a record until I made a record. Tupac went to a performing arts school, ballet, and all the other stuff, poets and stuff like that. But because he wanted to belong to a group of people, he started pushing that Tupac thug life mentality. I'm a thug, I'm a thug, I'm a thug, thug life, and all that stuff. He became a different version of himself. That was not the true version of Tupac. And when you become a different version of yourself just to impress your peers, you put your own life at jeopardy. Tupac lost his life trying to be a different version of what he truly was. There's a lot of people in the streets, you understand, who try to be a different version of who they are. There's a lot of people who get into fights that they didn't want to get into, but because other people was egging it on, pushing them to do it, they did it. The real version of themselves would have chose peace and wanted it to go away, but they had to prove something to somebody else. You have to accept you for who you are. You get me? A lot of people fall victim to peer pressure, and peer pressure is not limited to adolescent children, teenagers. There are fully grown people who are weakened by peer pressure. What I mean? Let's take this for example. First, let me tell you, peer pressure ain't nothing more than somebody's attempt to make you become a different version of who you are instead of you being the true version. Because there are people who go to clubs, men and women, especially young people. Everybody around them is doing lines or they popping pills, Molly or whatever. Excuse me. And they don't do it. They never have. But because they want to belong to a group of people and because they are being pressured to do it, they take that pill and die. There have been many cases of people who tried pills, any kind, one time and lost their life because of it, because they were pressured by other people. These peer pressuring people force you to become a different version of what you really are. That different version is not you. The real version of you is the person who don't want to do those things, but because you want everyone to like you and to accept you, you'll do them. Okay? Another thing, you have to accept your strengths and your weaknesses. Your strengths and your weaknesses. If you know being around certain activities will cause you to stray, then you don't need to be there. If you know you need some things, there's some things about you that you need to work on, then you need to work on them. You need to strengthen yourself where you're weak at, and you shouldn't be ashamed of your weaknesses. A lot of people trip up and make mistakes. A lot of people yield to temptations because they're weak in that area. But you can do things like avoid those areas, or you can work on getting stronger in those areas. You get what I'm saying? Another thing, I'm going to tell you to accept your failures. Accept them. Learn, move past them, and be better. There's a lot of men who say things like, man, I wish I was a better father. I didn't do this, I didn't do that, you know, and people bring it up to them. Yeah, you might have did that. You learn from it. You move past it. You become a better person. Don't let nobody hold you down and always remind you of the things that you should have done when you didn't do them. So what? Just make a better decision to do better next time. Like I told you, it's gonna be a very short pop-up, man. I don't do long lives. I do live streams on Sundays. That's pretty long, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't expecting that, but I don't know. Also, back to what I'm saying. You have to learn and move past the things that you've done wrong and just get past it, man. Don't let that stuff hang around over your head forever. Just do better. Another thing you need to accept. You need to accept that people don't really care about what you're going through, and that there's most likely nobody coming to save you. Did you hear me? Because once you start to think like that, you'll start focusing on yourself. You're gonna make it where nobody can do any harm to you. You're gonna try to make it where you take no losses and you ain't gonna fail, because you realize that most people don't, and they don't. Most people don't give a damn about what you go through. They don't. They're not gonna help you. Ain't nobody gonna come save you. None of that. You have to rely on yourself. So again, you have to accept people for who they are and where they are in life. You only accept people that's going to benefit you into your life. A lot of times, we allow people to take up space in our lives that should not be there. A lot of times, we are the ones that are bringing the benefits to the people that should not be there. We need to accept us. Let me say it a different way. Once you accept you, you'll start focusing on you. The only reason why people allow other people to mistreat them, use them, and abuse them, because they have not accepted who they are. When you accept who you are, then you realize quickly that you are deserving of better treatment and behavior. You'll begin to believe that you deserve everything that you set your heart on. But if you don't, if you don't accept people for who they are, those people can ruin your life. You can't change a hoe from being a hoe. You can't change a hoe into a housewife. You can't change a liar into a truthful person. There's nothing you can do about that. All you can do is accept them for who they are, and you move on. You have to accept the fact that people are going to call you mean because you don't want to get on their program. But it's all about you. You got to make the program work for you. And anybody who wants to join you, they have to get on board of that program. Simple. Like I said, it was gonna be like a 15 or 20 minute live stream, man, pop up, man. Like, 'cause I wasn't expecting anybody to come in here. I'm just gonna be throwing it out there. But I'll see y'all on there and put you on the screen. Hold on. Mr. Gino in the house. Tony. He says, only a very, very foolish man would take these females seriously, especially after knowing they come with an expiration date shorter than milk. That's right. That's true. Only a person would take these females seriously. And that's real shit. Because you can't take someone seriously who don't take themselves seriously. You cannot tell me that women who go out and have multiple baby daddies take life seriously. You can't tell me that women who go out there get in trouble all the time, because now women are going to jail more than the men are. If you look at these cop cam videos now that people are putting out there, they are arresting mostly black women more than they are black men. Not to say that pookies are not getting arrested, but we sure see a lot of mustard back heifers getting arrested now of late. So you can't take these women seriously, and you're not supposed to. You should never take a woman seriously until you got your matters where they need to be. And you always gotta, see, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. And this might be paranoid, but this is how I think, and been thinking like this for quite some time now. Majority of people you meet are untrustworthy. A lot of people, if not everybody, is gonna have a secret agenda. Every person you meet, they are not what they present themselves to be. This is why you say, man, I didn't know he was like this, or she changed up on me, or he changed. No, they was always like that. So you cannot take women seriously like this. You can't. If a woman don't have her own things together, if she got a whole bunch of baby daddies, if she's in her late 20s, 30s, and she got terrible credit, that lets you know right there that she don't know how to budget money. She don't pay people back on time. You understand what I'm saying? So that's right what the Tony said. Earth, what's up, brother, man? Snowman Media in the house, how you doing, man? Michael Holt, what's going on? Swim class in here, man. Inez, oh, appreciate, he said, appreciate, bro. Great work, thank you, man. I greatly appreciate that, man. Great work at Jeremy Hill Show. Thanks, Snowman Multimedia. If y'all want me to do some more of these little, like I do like maybe like a 15 or 20 minute type of pop-up through the week, man. If y'all want me to do that, let me know in the comments, man. Because I've been thinking about doing them. Like, you know, most of the time I do Sundays, you know what I mean? In the evening time, that's kind of like one of the best times for me. But sometimes I now I have a little bit of time on my hands, so I can go ahead and try to do a little something, you know what I mean? So I figure I can do that. So when I get those moments and stuff, y'all want me to do some of that? Jamisha in the house, what's going on? Hope I said his name right. Mr. Majin Rutherford Gaming. Good evening to you, man. One mic in the house, what's going on, man? Swim class says, dealing with these women like street gamble, hurt kid. Okay, I got you. Kind of broken English though. I guess I'm reading it wrong, but I got you. Jamisha said, yeah, please keep them coming. Okay then. If you want, before I continue, I'm just freestyling right now. Put some subjects in the comment that you would like for me to talk about throughout the week, but it will only be like pop-up things. Whenever I get it, I get to them, and I'll try to talk on that issue that you want to hear about, okay? So put those ideas in that thing, man. I appreciate it. Now back to what I'm saying. Now, acceptance, man. Acceptance is kind of close to forgiveness. And what I mean is this right here. When you forgive somebody, you accept what has happened, and then you move on. But you also accept that you can't change what has happened. See, if you can learn how to accept things, you won't be as stressed out as you normally are. Majority of the time, we get stressed out because we're trying to change people. We're trying to change their action. We're trying to do things. We do a whole lot of shit just to hope that people will change how they treat us or how they see us. But we have to accept them for who they are and where they are in life. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you something. You can talk till you blue in the face, man. Till you blue in the face to try to motivate people to go down the right path. They won't do it because they don't want to. And that's why you must accept where they are in life. If you continue to try to motivate people to do the right things or to do right by you, then you're gonna be stressed out. You're gonna have worries. Your blood pressure gonna come up. Like I said earlier in the beginning of this pop-up live stream, there are people who are living lives of misery. And when I say that, you got the people that go in and out of jail. You got the people struggling on EBT. All they gotta do is go get a job. Some of them got a job, but they don't want to better their life to get better education. So they stuck in a certain lifestyle that is uncomfortable, but they only complain about that uncomfortable lifestyle when there is some type of, say, random discomfort. For example, a woman may say, both of my baby daddies ain't shit. Both of my baby daddies don't want to pay their child support. Both of my baby daddies don't want to come check in on their children. This is when they complain. Okay? But when the baby daddy come over to get some of that coochie, he brings some of them blunts over there or whatever she like to do. All that shit go away. All of it goes away. They have a good time until the next time he don't pay child support. See, these type of people, they won't tell you this, but they are very satisfied with living in slop. They're satisfied with living mediocre. They don't want nothing out of life. And you have to accept that. You have to accept, if you're a mother, that you have a child that's in them streets. You have to accept that. And acceptance is one of the hardest things for anybody to have, apparently. We're trying to search, we're trying to get enlightened. We're trying to transcend here. We got to change the way that we think about things, y'all. Because a comfort zone can end everything that you're trying to do. You will never grow if you stay in a comfortable area in your life. If you are, it's okay to be content. I'm not saying not to be content with what you have, but you cannot grow if you are inside of a comfort zone. You get what I'm saying? Hold on. One classic, yes, sir. How about the mental health of these modern women? They highly unstable. Well, yeah, I can tell you they were crazy a long time ago, Mr. One Mike, but yeah, yeah, I try to keep that in mind. If not, man, y'all can definitely go on my community tab and put underneath this live stream thing I put in there what y'all want to hear. I might make a post about that and y'all put it in there. And I do it only for pop-ups, It'll be on like 15, 20 minutes. I got a lot of stuff I gotta be doing. All right, proof that, whoa, preach, he said. See, Mr. Lawrence in the house. What's up, brother, man? Let me see, who else is in here? Okay, I got you. Michael Mather said, never put your all into a woman. You only put your all into yourself. So we live in a society now where everybody say stupid shit, and we've been raised like this. We've been raised to believe that sharing is caring. Sharing is not caring. Sharing is being generous. See, we've been told a whole lot of shit that keep you in a mindset of being a simp and being a subservient to somebody else, all right? You share it to people who deserve it. You think I'm gonna go help somebody, loan somebody $500 who ain't trying to work themselves because they lights and water about to get cut off? I ain't sharing shit. I'm not sharing no money with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You do not do that. I mean, look here, it's okay to be moved with compassion. If you're gonna be giving people stuff, then don't expect nothing back in return from them. Don't do it. So I don't never loan nobody nothing. I give it to them because I know how I am. If I'm feeling that you told me you're gonna give it back and I'm feeling that you're not, then I'm gonna have an issue with you. So I'd rather give it to you as a gift. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And you know what, I might do a little bit of something. One mic, one focus said, how about the mental health of these? Instead of making that, I might do it like this right now. Let me freestyle that. The mental health, one mic, so focus asked about, how about the mental health of these modern women? They highly unstable. Okay, the mental health. A lot of the reasons why these women have mental health problems right now, it ain't because of a chemical imbalance. It's because of a lack of teaching, okay? A lack of positive images. That's why they have a lot of mental health conditions. They're not all crazy. There's a lot of selfishness. There's a lot of bad spirituality going on with these people. These women right now, they value materialistic things than they do flesh and blood. They will choose money and stuff over their own children. They will choose the pleasures of life over their own kids. They will choose their own self-gratification, whatever that may be, over a relationship. Today's modern day woman ain't nothing more but a modern day opportunist. Today's modern day woman is a very selfish being and creature that walks the earth. Not all, but the majority. When we say the majority, that damn near is 90 to 95% of them. That's the mental health problem. They value the wrong things. They worship good times. They worship pleasure. They worship clout. Let's see what else I got on here. I'll see if I can touch on a little bit of this stuff before. Let's see. Many men find toxic women attractive and then get upset when they behave like, you know what, this might be cool. I might say, fuck a papa. I might start doing this Q&A. This might be a Q&A thing. Yeah, I might start doing that. Let's see. All right, yeah. Let's see, what else we got here? Let's see what else I got. How about we got somebody in here. How about the mental health of the guys that try to change them instead of choosing a stable-minded woman? Now, if you would have came in the beginning of that, I said that already in the beginning of this live stream. You need to accept people for who they are, that you should not try to change anybody. That's what I said in the beginning. You might have just came in here. Now, the type of guys, to answer your question, Miss In the Future Look Black, the type of guys who try to change a woman is a simp. That's what that is. You cannot change nobody else, nor should you try to change anybody. Do you understand what I'm saying, Miss? I'm assuming it's a woman, because it sounds like some woman rhetoric. And saying, how about the mental health of the guys that try? Yes, this is a woman and try to change them instead of choosing a stable-minded woman. For one thing, let me say this: stable-minded women are not plentiful. I'm gonna say that first, because we can look at the news, we can look at YouTube, we can look across all different social media platforms to find out that many black women are not stable-minded. A lot of you women are double-minded. This is why a lot of you women are indecisive. This is why a lot of you women can't decide if you're coming or going. This is the reason why you can't decide if you want to stay in a toxic relationship or not, because you're double-minded, you're not stable-minded. Let's say that. And again, the men who try to change women who are already double-minded, don't know if they're going up or down, those are the simp men. Those are the men who do not appreciate themselves. Those are the men who don't feel as if they deserve anything better. Those are the type of men that will always be a sucker until somebody else put them onto the game, okay? And most likely, more than likely, those are the men who was raised inside of a single-parent household that is ran by a mother. So a lot of times, what you will find about simps like that who try to change women who are not stable-minded, these are the type of men who got used to trying to rescue their mama. They were son husbands, and every time mama felt bad, they had to feel the need to try to go help mama. Those are them Superman simps in the cape, to answer your question. Let's see, what else we got here? What else? Not true. Just say that you're not attracted to them. That's a very foot. You know what? Would you want to come on here? In the Future Look Black. Would you like to come on here and talk? Because I'll bring you on right quick. We can be a live guest right now. We can do that. Don't be scared. Before you start talking all this, I see it. I don't remove it. Let it stay. Go. If you want to stand on what you're saying, put a yes, and I'll bring you onto the show, and we can talk about it. Because I'm not going to go back and forth with you, sweetie. Let's see. One might say, what do you think of what men passports? Let me see. What do you think of what men with passports that already checked out of the dating? What do you mean, brother, man? What do you think of what men with passports that already checked out of the? What did that mean, brother? You have to simplify that, man. I think you're saying they went out the passports and they checked out of the dating scene, but they got a passport. Yeah, fix that right quick, man, so I can read it so I can understand it better. Let's see. Earth said, like, those are mommy raised male. Yeah. There are plenty of great women. They're not exciting to you all. Like I said, man, delusion, acceptance. Yeah, like I said, acceptance prevents delusion. Lady, you're delusional. You're delusional. If you want to come up here, don't say nothing else then. I'm inviting you to come up here. To come up here, get on camera, cam up, and we can talk about this. If not, man, ain't nobody gonna pay attention to you. All right, just go ahead. I thought you ain't saying nothing. If you can't stand on it, if it ain't directed, it ain't respected, homie. Let me keep going. See, what else? Anybody else got another question? Keisha's always in places she don't belong. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Lawrence, I think Mr. One Mike was saying something different about the passport, man. I don't know. I hope he rewrite it or something. But I think he was saying something different. I couldn't really click it in my mind what he was talking about. Yeah. Any other questions, y'all? Type it in the comment right quick, and I'll answer it right quick. What you want me to talk about? see, Earth said, what do you think about dudes who went overseas instead of staying here to find a woman to date and start a family? Okay. I think those type of men, they exercise the best option for themselves. If those men went overseas, most likely they are men of upward mobility. And they felt when they was over here that they couldn't find a traditional minded woman that will satisfy them. I think they wanted to find someone that's going to be a little bit more subservient, that's going to be a little bit more untraditional, that's not going to be arguing, someone that's going to appreciate, celebrate, and respect them. So those type of men who decide to go over there and like find a wife and have children and possibly bring them back to America, I think that they are well within their rights to do so. Because you see it yourself, Mr. Earth, Ken, you see the selection of women that's out here. It's not good. You know, a lot of these women are wrapped, especially in the black community, are wrapped up in feminism, so you can't tell them anything. You know what I mean? So that, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think a man should do whatever the hell he need to do to be happy. That's what I think. Let me see what we got here. What is that? What do you think of the men that have checked out of the dating scene with their passports to go to another country to be happy, and the modern women that cry about him? Okay, I answered that first one from Ken, that part of your question. But about the part where you say the modern women that cry about it, those are the women who want to control the men. That's the women that's the ones who crying about him. That's the one who have a problem with him. Because these women don't want men to be happy. They want these men to kiss their ass. So they crying about it because the selection of men is getting fewer and fewer and fewer and fewer. And it's always the men that they want that don't want them. The men that they want do not want them, and they're crying about it. Because they think if they get a whole bunch of degrees, I'm talking about a certain group of women now, they get degrees and make six figures themselves and do well themselves and shit like that right there, that should qualify them for a man who got the same amount of money, who's doing well in life. But these men don't want women based on their success and achievements. Men want women based on how they treat them. And that's why they're crying. They really upset about the fact that they worked so goddamn hard to get to where they are today, and still nobody wants their ass. That's what it is for women who actually got it together. Now, for the women who don't got it together, they just crying because ain't no more sugar daddy for their punk ass. I mean, that's kind of what that is. Let's see what else we got going on. Let me read some more. Let's see. Why is there Pookie and Ray Ray everywhere? Who is birthing them? The hoes? Love Jones, to answer Love Jones' question. Hold on right quick. The ones, let me take these ear things off my head right quick. 1 second, y'all. Give me a second. Yeah, the ones, you said who birthed them? Let me see. Who is birth? It's the women who don't have no respect for self that give birth to Pookie and Ray Ray children. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, man, these women already know what type of men these men are before they sleep with them. They already know. They already know that he already got 2 or 3 baby mamas. They already know that they ain't shit with their own baby mamas. And the thing is, they hustlers or they thugs, they got swag and shit like that. So because of that, they give them the coochie. And then next thing you know, they're a baby mama. That's who birthing them. A woman who continuously get pregnant and have multiple baby daddies and multiple baby children is a low value woman, a low vibrational woman, a woman that you pump and dump, that you shit on and quit on. I'm just letting you know right now. I know people don't like when I say that stuff, but it's what it is. Let's see, what am music on? Oh, it's on that thing. All right, I know y'all can hear it. I can't hear it over here. I don't know why. Hold on. Oh, I gotta cut that up. That's what it is over there. Anyway, long story short, let me get to this one. I think it's because they don't speak English, so when they talk that BS, you don't understand. Nah, that's not true, because I've been in a whole bunch of different countries. I've been to Singapore, I've been to Australia, I've been to Japan. I'm talking about countries where they don't really speak good English, but they speak enough. I've been to Japan and Korea, I've been to Phuket, Thailand, I've been to Patio Beach, Thailand. Was it Seoul, Korea, Perth, Australia, Sydney, Australia. And like in the ones that's kind of don't speak English the way we speak it, it wouldn't be Australia though. It'd be on the other ones, the Asian orange. Those, it's not that at all. Because trust me, when they talk shit, you know when they talk shit, it's the tone. And the one thing is in these other countries, Mr. Swim Clan, they're raised different from Americans. So a lot of times those women do not talk back to their men anyway. They don't, if they have a problem with a man, they know how to respectfully bring it to that man's attention, and then they start to talk about it like civilized people. It's not like over here in the States. You can't think like the women over here. The women over here do that shit like and that neck roll, all that shit. That's here. That's in the West. In these other countries, that's not tolerated, and also it's shamed behavior. So it's not that wouldn't be true for them. Can't speak for everybody, but from my own personal experiences, I can say it. You're cool, Mr. Hill. I'm not a go along to get along. All right, baby girl. All right, honey child. I feel you now. Let's keep going. Let's see. What else we got here? Family first, not a degree. That's right. I can dig it, baby, in the house. I don't know, man. I just did a pop-up, man. Like, see what the fuck will happen. Anybody want to ask me a question? Ask me a question. I'm going to start doing pop-ups like this. I'm thinking, if y'all have questions, I can give my point of view. And, like, I don't never want to make them real long, you know what I'm saying? But my long ones on Sundays and shit. Excuse me. The cycle, I'm waiting for anybody for a question I can answer for you. The cycle goes, Pookie gets them pregnant and leaves, then raise another Pookie. That's right. Oh my God, this bitch. Let me see, where is it at? What else? Another question here. Mike One Focus want to know, what is it? They are traditional. Yep, most women in America don't know or don't care, and they wonder why they don't have a man. That's right. A woman is not a woman if she's not traditional, period. I know you don't want to hear this shit. If you can't cook, you ain't a woman. I don't give a fuck if you 50, all right? If you can't cook, now let me break that down. Back in the days, our grandmothers and great-grandmothers and our aunties and shit, they can cook breakfast, but it wasn't just like bacon and eggs. They could cook a variety of things. A variety of lunch, a variety of dinner, a variety. If you can't cook, you have failed as a woman. I don't care how successful you are, because women, the way that women want to be loved, they want a man to love them by giving her provisions and protection and stuff like that, right? The way that a man wants to be loved is by her giving him respect, cooking, cleaning. So there's some things you got to do that we consider loving. When you do those things and fix us a plate, you know what I mean? You give us a hot plate and stuff. You have stuff done, clean around the house and stuff. That shows us that you love us. Just like to you, if we buy you stuff and do this for you and protect you from the enemy and shit like that, that shows you that we love you. So the thing is, what I said, with us being able to protect and provide, that's masculinity. A woman be able to cook and clean and shut the hell up and be submissive and shit like she's supposed to be, that's being feminine. So if you can't do that, you're not a woman. I don't care if you had children. You're not a woman. You're just a little kid about the size of this right here inside a grown woman's body. You was failed. Someone did not teach you what you're supposed to be taught. Can you imagine if men was running around this shit and we didn't know how to cook, we didn't know, not cook, but we wouldn't work, we wouldn't protect, you'd be like, damn, your daddy must not been shit. Your daddy didn't teach you anything. That's what you would say. So what I'm telling you right now, if you can't cook and refuse to clean, some of you don't even know how to, the only ring you got is the ring in your goddamn bathtub. That's the only ring you gonna ever have. Be honest with you, because if you don't want to know how to cook and shit, we gonna say the same thing. Damn, your mom must not been shit. She didn't teach you anything. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Now let me see if I can find something else. Let me go up here. Damn, that kept going out. Hold on. Jedi said no covering. That's right, brother man. Question. How do you feel about modern women that overanalyze common sense but claim that they're smart with no man? Egotistical, delusional. It's like what I said in the beginning of this live stream. Acceptance prevents you from being delusional. When you can accept the truth, you cannot accept the lie. So like I said earlier, some of these women who think that a degree is more important than being feminine is delusional. How's that delusional? Because they refuse to accept what men are saying. When men are telling you that we want X, Y, and Z, and that X, Y, and Z means femininity to us, and X, Y, and Z proves to us that you love us, and you don't accept that. And you say, no, it's my education, it's my this, that, and this, and this, everything that's opposed to what we're saying, then you're operating in delusion. That's what happened to these women who overanalyze common sense. It's not common sense. It's a lie. It's a delusion. It's not real. You get what I'm saying? So they're not smart, man. They tell themselves that they're smart. Now, don't get it wrong. You could be educated and stupid at the same goddamn time. So if they mean I got a degree, so I'm smart in this area, but overall you're a dumb fuck. I think that makes sense, yeah. No. Let me see. Hold on. See what that was. Knew how to cook. Yo, what's up, Real Spit Radio, man? What's going down, man? Men value respect in a home-cooked meal. That's right. They want to sell you masculinity at a discount. Like what I said on one of my videos, man, these women hold their femininity for ransom. You know how when you kidnap somebody and you hold them for ransom, you say some shit like, you can get this ugly ass person back for $20,000 or something like that. That's what they do. If you want me to be submissive, they holding their submissiveness for ransom. If you want this, then you got to give me 6 figures out of your income. You got to make 6 figures. They hold it. I mean, everything. See, Jeremy do rather the women from the 90s and 80s. You're going to have to rewrite that. I don't know what that means right there. Jeremy do rather the women from the 90s. Hey, man, I want to answer y'all a question, but you got to write it where I can understand what the hell you're saying. Look, y'all. Jeremy do rather the women from the 90s and 80s. I must be missing something here. So please rewrite that. I don't understand what you're saying. What do they do from the 90s and 80s, sweetie? I don't know. Let's see, what else? Okay. Mr. Hill, do modern day women that can't cook or clean fail at life entirely? It's like a job application. A majority of them aren't qualified for anything. Is that a question? It says question. What is the question then? Do modern day women that can't cook or clean fail at life entirely? Oh, that's one thing I see at the question out there. Well, I can't say that they failed entirely. I can't say that because they could be successful in other ways. Like I said, with their career, their job, they could do a lot of things that they're successful in. I can't say that they fail entirely, but I say they fail where it counts. You know what I mean? When it comes to relationships, rearing children, they fail because if a woman is not showing her daughter what it is to be a real woman, a mother, or to show her daughter what it means to be a wife, because most of these young girls, they only see their mamas as mamas. They never get to see their mamas operate as wives. They fail that way. That's how they fail. When it comes to the nuclear family, I would say they fail. As far as their relationships, having a strong nuclear family, being in the right position, doing what she's supposed to do, training the daughter, showing the son how a woman's supposed to treat the husband and stuff like that. She failed in that area, but I can't say she failed entirely because there's a lot of successful women out here. They're just not feminine, you know? Let's see what else. I'm getting my glasses, man. I'm getting older, man. I need to turn the light up a little bit because shit, I'm looking at the damn screen. Hold on for a second, y'all. Now I got my psychopath killers on. But sorry. Would you choose a woman with a kid but only been with her baby daddy, or a woman with no kid? The fuck? Let's see. Would you choose a woman with a kid but only been with her baby daddy? Okay, I see what you're saying. But only been with her baby daddy, or a woman with no kids and a high body count? Would I choose a woman with a kid who's been with only one man? I think. Is that what you're saying? Been only with her baby daddy, or a woman? Okay, let me see something. With me, I wouldn't choose either. The only thing with me, I would just smash. I mean, if you're talking in terms of relationship, I'm definitely not going to choose a woman with. Now, I've done that before. Don't get me wrong. Don't think I've always been like this. I have done that before. But a woman with kids in a relationship, it's too much in there. Like my daddy used to tell me, man, if you do something like that, get you a kid when they about 2 years old. If you got a kid 2 years old, because you can mold them. Or get them when they have a kid about to get out the goddamn house, about 17 or 18 years old. Because when they in between those ages, you're going to get the most hell when they're teenagers. Because they going to know you ain't the daddy. They got their own goddamn personality. They may have a good relationship with the daddy, or they may not. They just know that you ain't the daddy. So I don't take those type of women seriously. I don't. Because another thing is, if the baby daddy is active, now There's another man in your relationship. You're in a poly relationship and don't even know it because there's two men to her. You, the baby daddy, and her, because he calls her checking on the kid. She calls him to get school supplies and shit like that. So you never have the woman 100% to yourself. So I don't do those relationships. I've done them, but don't get me wrong now. I have did shit like that and I'm learned from that shit. That shit is a pain in the ass. And what happened is you end up investing your time, your money, everything into another man's child, another man's kid. And then when y'all break up, you can't get none of that money back. You can't get none of that time back. You wasted all that energy that comes from you of being like a stepfather when you could have actually had your own damn kid and pour that into him. So I don't, no. Now, a woman with no kids and a high body count, that's a given no. Hell no. That's only if I'm just trying to smash. And be honest with you, I'm at a point in my life right now, I don't smash everything that moves. When I was younger, yeah. But now, if I know she got a high body count, that means in order for you to know that, that means everybody else knows that. Okay? Because she ain't gonna just tell you, hey, I slept with 1 million men by last July. She ain't gonna tell you that. That's usually come to you from a reputation point of view, like somebody you heard about or something your cousin told you about, yeah, she a hoe or some shit. That's when you kind of know about a woman's high body count. Because most of the time, you go off to Walmart, you see women walking around all the time. You don't know she got a high body count. You just know she might be a hoe, but based on how she dressed, but you don't know what her body count is. You get what I'm saying? So if she got a rep for being a slutty woman, no, I wouldn't even stick my pipe in that. Just to go recreational purposes, I wouldn't even do it for that because I don't want my name attached to that. You get what I'm saying? No. Yeah, man, he's a good man. She done fucked Pookie, Ray Ray, and Nook and shit. They ain't shit. But somehow, some way, she got lucky and fucked that guy over there. He got a nice car, man. I don't know what she did. You know what I mean? She would be trying to juice him. You get what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to do like that. That's what my answer would be. Mr. Michael Mantis. Mr. Hill, do you think the modern day women operate like prostitutes with their mindsets on demanding dinner dates and how you should spend it on how you should? Okay, I think I'm trying to say. Do you think they are smart or so smart they're dumb? Well, you got the question. I like your question. I like them. Yes, they do act like hoes. All right. Anytime you with a person for money, a foodie, call, that's when they only go out with you because of you gonna pay for food and shit like that. When you do anything for a man with the expectation of receiving money or some type of gift, yes, you operate like a street walking whore. It just is what it is. It is. If that's I'm not saying a traditional date where, you know, a man pays, you know what I'm saying? And there's good intention, you're interested in him and he's interested in you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when your funky ass decide, I'm just going out with him. I have no interest with him. I'm not gonna sleep with him. I'm not gonna do nothing with him. I just want a free meal. Yes, you are a prostitute. Yes, you are a hoe. Anytime you suck a man off to get your phone bill paid, your nails did, your hair did, and shit like that, you eating this booty and shit just to keep your lights on and shit like that, yes, you're a hoe, okay? You don't have to walk the blade to be a prostitute. You don't have to be. Anytime you're on OnlyFans and you showing your cute little tuna box all over the goddamn place and shit, and they clicking and shit, sending you money and subscribing and shit like that, and you just showing yourself like that, you a hoe too. There it goes all the way up to strippers too. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't fuck the people in the club. Yeah, you do. All right? Don't listen to that. Every stripper that go down on the pole and back that thing up, they fucking people in there. I done heard women tell me that they don't do that shit. You'll be a damn fool to believe that they're not. And that's why some of these suckers, they'll fall in love with these hoes, get in a relationship with the stripper. You dig what I'm saying? They get in a relationship with a motherfucking stripper and shit. And it's all because she told him, baby, I'm just doing it to keep the lights on. No, I don't want you to think I'm sleeping with somebody else. You're a fool. Yeah. Every woman that's a stripper, she a hoe. I'm telling you that right now. I know you don't want to hear it, but it's true. Every woman who sleep with a man to get a bill paid, she's a hoe. I know you don't like to hear that. Every woman who dressed in them tight ass leggings with a pussy print hanging out, you a hoe. Or you about to be in the next 5 hours. That's what you are. You dress like that, I'ma call you that. I'ma call a spade a spade. Just because I look like this don't mean shit. Fuck out of here with that shit. All right. Let's keep going. What we got going on here? I think he meant, would you prefer women from the... Oh, that's what you think she meant? Okay. If that's what you're saying is, that's a good question. I'm more of the 90s. I was born in the 70s. I grew up in the 80s. But my stomping ground would be the 90s. In my opinion, that was the last real decade. Gangsters were gangsters. You knew what they were. Hoes were hoes, you knew what they were. Men were men, you knew what they were. Ladies were ladies, you knew what they were. Gay people were gay people, you knew who they were. Down low people, you knew who they were. You knew everything was so simple. Everything was so simple back in the 90s and shit like that. Everybody was more masculine and shit. Now you got these dudes dressing these old tight ass skinny pants and shit with a fuchsia belt and shit with some limestone shit. We didn't have that back then. So I would say the 90s, because you understood what you was dealing with back then. You really did. They had more respect. Even though there was some things going on in the 90s, the women in the 90s had more respect for themselves than the women of today. Point blank, hands down, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Oh, I think I just answered a question because he asked it. Do you rather to date the women from the 90s and 80s due to the fact it was more family oriented and holidays felt like holidays? Yeah, they did have a little bit more family-centered things back in the 90s, in my opinion. They did. They really did. You had people come over for Thanksgiving, even there was times when there was no holidays. You might sit at the table just together and y'all just chop it up, talk about your day and shit. Yeah, women back then, they had a little bit more traditional mindsets. They did. The young girls. Even the young girls were being raised in that, but they drifted away. Now, not all of them were like that now, but the majority of the time, you can go to somebody's house and shit, they were more traditional. There was more respect for the father, I tell you that. It was a lot more respect for the father. Man, the father look at the girl, the wife, the son, they all shut the fuck up. I'm telling you, it was different back then. Now, you come in, I saw this white lady and her child, a teenager, she about maybe 18, 16, I say 16, a year or two ago in Target. Man, she talked to her mama like a dog, man, and loud, and everybody was talking about her like, oh my God. And I'm like, if that been my mama would have knocked my damn teeth so far down my ass and shit. It was, man, no, you don't do that. You know what I mean? But it's different now. Let's see what we got. Okay, I just answered the 80s and 90s. 80s and 90s, I just answered that. Let's see, let me keep going. What else we got here? Any other question? Keep going. See what I see. See, this is why we don't wear tights. Boo DJ. Is this a woman or a dude? See, this is why we don't wear tights. I guess you're one. Let's see. Dad, I'm innocent. I ain't did. Oh, it's a woman. Okay, cool. I don't know who. No, I can't see what y'all look like. 90 hoes still out here. Yeah, they out here. Like I just told you a while ago. Not all of them was like that. You had your little hoes back then, but I'm telling you, it ain't like how it is right now, where you have rappers that tell you, I'm glad I got an STD. Where you got women who say, I got lip gloss named gonorrhea and booty hole brown. And it was nothing of that shit. That shit wouldn't flew back then. At all. If she's showing her camel toe, it's a hoe. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna tell you something. Now they call camel toe moose knuckle. Because of Glorilla. Moose knuckle Monday. That's a trend now, showing your pussy print. But I'm gonna show you how ignorant you are. If you go to Google, because some of you don't know, look up what a moose knuckle is. If you don't know, let me tell you, that's a man's print, you fool. Yeah, that's what it is. But you've been listening to Glorilla, man, and saying it's something. Was it like, I forgot that song when it came out, man. That last one, cause I like the beat. I'm trying to think what it was. She said like, something about like it's 95 degrees, some shit like that. So I'm little mom, she talk like a nigga, like moose knuckle. Yeah. She that's a man's print. So y'all run around talking about you want to show your moose knuckle. You saying you got a dick. You don't know that. That's what I'm saying. A lot of y'all don't know how to think, man. You let people tell you what to think instead of learning how to think. That's why you being misled in all these different directions, man. This is why women cannot be with men, because you could tell women anything but the truth. It's crazy, man. Let me see. Yeah, the gangsters today dress like Spider-Man. They sure hell do. They dress like Spider-Man. They sure do. Dress like Mr. Fantastic and shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying they won't touch you now. Don't get it wrong. I'm not saying they won't do nothing to you. But what I am going to tell you this, and I may die by this. I may die by this shit right here. I refuse to get my ass whooped by a dude wearing some pants that's tighter than some leggings. I refuse to get my ass whooped by a dude who manicure his toenails and his feet. I refuse to get my ass whooped by a man who arches eyebrows. I refuse to get my ass whooped by a man who gets a tattoo of 2 lips and put on the neck the same like what bitches used to do back in the day. You gonna have to kill me. I'm gonna die. I don't care if you whoop the shit up. I'm gonna die that day because I cannot live that down. I can't do that shit. I'm just me personally, and I'm not saying I'm super tough, but you gonna have a fight on your hand. And I mean, I can take a whooping from a regular looking dude, but if a man come to me looking more woman than a woman do, and he whooping my ass, and he say he straight and everything, and he say he gangster, we gonna fight. I'm gonna die. You ain't gonna win that one easy. I'm telling you that shit right now. I got no. Hell no. Let's see. We're going out there. Let's see what have we got here. See, at least I know how to, it is a woman. Oh, I didn't see a picture. It's a woman. All right, excuse me. See, at least I know how to dress, but I gotta be careful with the shirts I wear, but I'm gonna leave it. Oh, you got big titties. Hey, everybody like big titties, you know. You gotta, there's a certain way that, certain things you can wear for your big ass titties, you know. Hey, ain't nothing wrong. I ain't telling you that you can't dress sensual and sexy. I'm just telling you stop dressing trashy and whorishly. There is a difference. You can be sensual and it show your curves in a dress or whatever. You look real nice, but it looks respectful. You know what I mean? It still look nice. The problem is a lot of you women like to show everything you got. But so by the time we see you naked, we already seen you naked before you get naked, because we done seen almost everything. Like I done been around women with the them sheer bodysuits. You see the nipple, the areola with the piercing. Some women are bold now where they don't wear no drawers, and you can kind of see the print and stuff like that. You can actually see it. So by the time you come off that, I already seen everything. I already got the preview. I just didn't see that mole that's right next to your coochie hair right there. I didn't see that part. So like y'all just need to start carrying yourself with self-respect. That's what it is. Let's keep going. Men were masculine leaders of the family in the past, not led by hope. That's right. That's right. Men was masculine leaders of the family back then in the past, and guess what they still are now? And the hoes are leading these men, like I say, but I want you to know what type of men. They're not leading an alpha man like that. They're not leading a sigma male. They're leading beta males like that. That's what they're leading. Let's keep going. Mr. Hill, do you think that modern day women that alienate their fathers from? Nah, man. I don't think that, brother, man. I don't think that these children are gonna kill them, man, because they held away from them. I know it happened, but I don't think that, bro. No, brother, man. Let me see what else we got here. We're on the floor. Put this on. There we go. Let's keep going. Let's see what we got here. Adina Howard, Lil Kim. Yeah, there was a freaks back in the day. Yeah, but those rap hoes back in the day ain't got nothing on Sexy Red and Suki Hana, D-Chat, and these other ones. Megan Thee Stallion, all that stuff, man, it's all different now. Cardi B, it's like we at the highest level of slutivity right now. Let's see, get to somebody else. Shit, I ain't been paying attention to the likes. Like I say on my, thank you for that, Jamisha. I ain't been looking because I just, like I said, it's a pop-up. I don't take them as seriously I do my, the other ones I do. When I do the ones on Sunday and stuff, I don't be, taking them that serious. I'm just starting to do that, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I'll probably do some more of these in the future when I get time. Like I had some time today, man. So I said I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about anything. Let's see, what we got here. I'm so glad you said that a female don't have to be a prostitute to be a hoe, because a lot of females go out for nothing else but money and don't know nothing else. You're right, Nelson McGee. That's true. Being a hoe is a mentality. You know what I mean? Being a hoe is not a location. You don't have to be on the blade. You don't have to be walking the strip to be a hoe. There's a lot of hoes in their house right now. They at home right now, looking on their social media, talking to dudes and getting cash out from some simps right now, showing them coochie pictures and shit like that too, and seeing when they gonna meet up. You did? Yeah. That's right, Mr. Lawrence. Hold on, right quick. Let's see. We gonna keep fighting till I win. Yeah, man. Ain't no way in hell, brother, man. I'm telling you, man. Ain't no, excuse me. Make sure I get this damn microphone thing where it needs to be. Yeah. Hold on a second, y'all. Give me a moment. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be fighting till I win. Ain't nobody gonna dress like that gonna whoop my ass either. See, you made that shit up, bro. I don't know what y'all talking about, man. Let's see. What else we got going on? Yeah, they should be sensible with what they wear, but the problem is a lot of these motherfuckers don't got no sense, Miss LESCU. I'm gonna give you a short name, cause y'all be having some long ass names, man. Let's see. Yeah, slutivity, man. Shit, you didn't know slutivity is real? Hell yeah. These sluts be slutting on the highest level of slutivity, Jack. I'm telling you, it is what it is, man. Never in the history of sluterdom. What is it? Well, Cat Williams said never in the history of niggerdom or something. Let's keep going. It's gotten worse with the whole culture. Yep. That's true. Thanks for looking out, my sister. Let's see. Yep. I don't know what else to say to you other than that, man. You got another question for me? Anybody got another question for me? Or are you too busy trying to show your moose knuckle? The fuck? Nah, man. Camo toe is, and I'm gonna talk about this too, man. Let me talk about this right here, man, right now. About y'all hygiene, man. Y'all too busy trying to show off y'all coochie, your camel print. That's what it is. It ain't no damn moose knuckle, but that's what you want to call it that. But hey, sometimes y'all camel toe smell like a camel toe. You ever thought about that? Y'all got to get y'all hygiene and your pH balance back up, man. Cause a lot of people have been talking about that shit, man, about how that camel toe actually smell like camel toes, and that's not good. That ain't good. You smell yourself before anybody else smell you. You know what I'm talking about? And keep going. See what else? Okay, what else we got? The last chat was for the bro with the tight pants fight. The word slutivity needs to go on the shirt. Let's see. Who really responsible for bad atmosphere? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, homie? Are you talking to somebody else in the chat? I know y'all be talking in the chat to each other and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Hi, Mr. Man, you're new here. That's what's up. I'm glad you're here. Let's see what else we got going on. Let's see. Love Joan. She says, will we ever go back to the good old days? I feel like I'm 70. Man, y'all, the fuck. All right, I'm gonna try it again. Will we ever go back to the good old days? I feel like I'm 70s and I was not born yet, but I seen documentation and I ain't trying to laugh at you, Love Joan, but goddamn. All right, I'm gonna try this. I'm thinking are you saying you feel like you should have been born in the 70s because, or you would like to have been in the 70s? The other part of your question I understood. Will we ever go back to the good old days? The answer to that is no. We'll never go back to them days. Them days are over with. We got to start new days. That generation, that era is over with. It's done. It's done, man, unfortunately. And they were fly in the 70s, man. I mean, I was a kid, of course, a little baby or something. But I look back at them documentaries too. Them pimps was real pimping, boy. They was dressing smooth, boy. Said, yeah, you swim around. Yeah, that's what's up. You swim around them like potholes. Let's see. I think it is the mama's responsibility to teach the daughter to wash her ass, Mr. One Mike. I do. That's nobody else's fault but the mothers. Nobody should have to teach your daughter how to wash her cat and coochie and stuff. Not even the grandmother, unless you're not around. That's your sole responsibility. Yep. See what else we got going on. I'm surprised that many people in here. I think gonna be like 5 or 6. Let me pop up and see. We always enjoy the show, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. See, it's definitely time for Regent. That's right. Of the old generation from the 80s and 90s, man. I'll tell you what, if we can go back in time and bring the culture of the 90s today, a lot of this shit wouldn't be going on. That music, the music you got now is trash. Don't give me that. I know every generation got their own thing, but a lot of the music is trash. And like, you hardly ever got any love songs anymore where tell people to get back together or just love. It's all about, ooh, it didn't work out, go fuck his friend. Or like, I'm about to fuck his friend, or I just fucked his friend. It don't be nothing good. I mean, it be all sexually charged. That's all it is now. And Marvin Gaye and people like that made you think they can sing some kind of political awareness to you. What the hell you got? There ain't nothing going on now. So yeah, the style, and everybody sound the same. Where I grew up, if you was a rapper and you took somebody else's style, they called you a biter. They used to talk bad about you. Now everybody sound like everybody and nobody says anything. Right now, you could be a snitch and go platinum. When I grew up, you couldn't be a snitch and go platinum. They would run you out of the damn record business. If you're supposed to be a gangster rapper, you got gangster rappers. Now, I like some, even Rick Ross. Rick Ross ain't no gangster. He never been a gangster. He ain't gonna be a gangster, but I like this music. I just know how to separate it. Lil Wayne ain't no blood. Oh, I done pissed somebody off right now. Lil Wayne ain't no blood. Baby ain't no blood. If you go on YouTube, you find real blood dudes, OG bloods and everything. They say that he ain't even that. Okay, I remember when Lil Wayne and them used to throw up C's for Crips, dressed up in blue and shit on their first earlier videos, but then they changed and they said, now when we throw up C's, we meant cash money. But they had blue bandanas on, trued up from the shoe up. Man, nah, I don't even hear that shit now. I know they ain't. Don't get me wrong now. You can pay your way in around certain groups to be in that. They ain't get jumped in. And the people around them may be real bloods, but they didn't come from that, man. They're not. Yeah, I know I made somebody mad with that. Like Lil Wayne said, it seems like after I come back to my senses. And I would say these hoes' names, but then I would be snitching. I like it though. I like his music sometimes, man. I'm sorry, I agree on Rick Ross, but I still love his music. Yeah, I like his music too. Boss, you see, he got knocked in the damn head by them Canadians and shit about a week or two ago. Yeah. Yeah. Out here false flagging, that's right. Let's see what we got right here, what this says. I've seen feminists play a major role in the destruction of relationships, facts, families, neighborhoods, churches, etc. But I've yet to see them fix anything they're broken. And you're right, and you're not gonna see them fix anything, man. The whole purpose is to break everything. That's the whole thing about feminism, Mr. NS. The whole thing about feminism is to cause division and separation. That's all. Ain't nothing about feminism that is for unity of both genders. It's all about, it's really just selfishness and being their own bosses and shit like that, so they can run around and say they got a moose knuckle. That's all the fuck it is. So they can't wash their ass and shit and smell like shit like that. The whole pussy smell like skunk pussy and shit like that. They just, you know what I mean? They smell bad, you know what I mean? They smell like they got a fucking colostomy bag on them and shit like that. You know, that's what all feminism does. It makes you smell like, make you think like shit, act like shit, have a shitty attitude, and smell like shit. That's how I look at it. Drill got to go. Oh, you saying? Oh, you talking about Chicago? I think it's Chicago, right? Hold on. Chicago music, drill music. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Drill music. I think Sosa is one of the ones who was a big part of that one time. Oh, they want Sosa and they know it or some shit. I can't remember how it went. But yeah. If y'all gonna send me another question, man, make it kind of short, man, because shit, this screen, I gotta keep straining my eyes to look at it. Don't make like 5 or 6 paragraphs, please. Just maybe about a sentence. Let's see what we got here. Beyonce was wondering, the first two started with the, Beyonce was a hoe in Houston. She got a big reputation. Pimp C actually got a tape of her. Never showed it. They've been talking about that for a long time, of her getting ran through, man. I'll tell you who was a hoe, though. You don't want to hear it. Megan Thee Stallion was a hoe. Over here, she used to go to, in Pearland, that school over there. Oh, what the fuck, that damn? Is it TSU or U of H? Can't remember. But yeah, she had a reputation before she blew up, too, about like, you know, fucking everybody to make a beat. I think her ex-boyfriend used to talk about that. And some other people on a song like that. She was trying to get into the rap game, and she was sucking and fucking to get into it, too. So y'all don't be knowing that because y'all ain't from out here. Y'all don't know about the reputation. They could be true, could not be true. But I'm letting you know they have them. No, what that mean? Yeah. Throw it up here before I get out of here, man. Damn, it's an hour? Man, this is supposed to be like anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, man. I'm not trying to be here that damn long. Shit. That's all good. I'll rock with you, though. Hook says she got to have her drill music. Okay, I guess that might be it. Oh, King Von. Oh, there you go. Yeah, King Von. I know about King Von. Oh, crazy, killing ass. Hey, I'll be one to say, I know you ain't gonna like it. I'm glad that motherfucker gone. I'm gonna tell you what, that man was terrorizing his neighborhood. He was actually a real deal. He'll end your life. That was a real deal dude, man. That he looked young, he could flow and everything, but that man right there was, man, you know how many mothers out there right now that done got their kids right now because of that man right there? Look up King Von. King Von, if he wants you out of there, he'll walk up on you. He'll go do it himself. And King Von was, and then rap about it. Like Fulio and them. I never understood about these new rappers, man. They go do the dirt and then record it. Even though you know that the DA will use it, you still go make a rap music. Say, yeah, I put the tool to his head. Now he laying dead. He thought he was cool, but now he laying in the red. Fuck him. Now, lay in your bed. I put you there. Put a bullet through your head. Came out one side and went out your other hand. That's some bullshit. You know what I mean? Just some weird ass bullshit. I mean, with coming down with the plasma screen. I fucked her, then I fucked his queen. Now, what the weird ass shit? I got some weird shit. I don't know what it is. That be some weird stuff, man. Yeah. Yeah, look him up, man. Check out King Von. King Von was a beast, man. I can't remember that song he really had, man. He talk about, I can't remember some of that stuff, but he was a real deal, though. He was a real serial killer. He was a real. But, you know, God don't like ugly. If he, boy, good thing he out of here. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest with you. I don't promote death, but that's a good thing he out of here, because there's been a lot more other people that's dead, man. So dumb, just tell on yourself, why don't you? Yeah, man, they be rapping about this shit they doing, man. I don't understand the younger dudes, man. The dude that Coolio who got killed, there's a dude right now in trouble with the law in the courts, because he made a record right after he got shot and talked about how he shot him, how he caught him, what he did to him. Right now, the DA on his ass. Yeah, they're just some dummies out there, man. Well, I know what I'm saying about 6'3". He thought it don't matter where he really was from. That dude was killing people. You know what I mean? That man right there was a beast. He needed to be gone. He needed to be gone, man. He did. Old block and all that. Yeah, he needed to be gone, bro. I ain't talking about nobody else out there, but him, man, he was destroying people's lives out there. I think didn't he go to prison for attempted murder or something like that? Then he came out and I think he was on the Breakfast Club saying that he was in there for attempted murder, and then 4 months later he became a rapper. He started rapping and stuff after he came out. Yeah, he was the real deal. She ain't gonna win, man. Mr. Man, she ain't winning. If Harris win the presidency, she's not gonna win. Trust me, she ain't gonna win. I'm letting you know, she ain't gonna win. Everything on that side, man, right now, man, it's bad right now, man. They ain't gonna win that, man. It's, you know what, because like, it's so sudden right now. November, I think we vote in November, right? It's right around the corner. They got a lot of shit, and she also still got to worry about if somebody's gonna try to oppose her from her own party. I mean, they may not, but it might be somebody say, hey, I should be in this position. You never know. We'll know it about a month or two. Let me see something while y'all doing that. Anybody got a question for me before I dip? What do y'all think about the videos I made today, man, that I gave y'all today, man? You know what I'm saying? Let me see something right quick while I got y'all over there. I appreciate all the likes and stuff y'all gave me. I just not checking it out. Why you on What's on Fire? You was, oh, okay, I got you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So far, so good. I'll be back through the comment chat when you open up the screens. I may not open them today, brother, man. I'm just doing a pop-up. I wasn't trying to, I try not to stay too long over here. But I'll try to do some more pop-ups and shit, maybe some Q&As and shit like that, in the future. Yeah. Oh, here y'all come with the political shit. Musty back heifers, man. Hell yeah. Oh, I'll do this for y'all.
Musty back heifer in the house. Can you hear my musty back heifer voice? I know you hear the musty back in me, baby. I'm a musty back heifer.
Anyway, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'm glad. Welcome to the channel too, Mystery Man. Oh, went down the wrong pipe. Excuse me. Well, okay, Miss D. I guess she's a DJ. It says DJ China. Well, everyone have a wonderful night. I gotta get some work, some sleep. Work tomorrow. Have to be up at 5. Yeah. Hey, where you at? At 5 a.m. Where you at? Are you in New York or where you at? What's your thing at? Because if you're saying you gotta be at 5 a.m. over here, it's only 6:55 over here. So I was just curious. Helium. Yeah, that's how the musty back heifer sound, man. Bermuda. God damn. You way out in Bermuda. What's up? Don't disappear out there because they got the Bermuda Triangle and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess I'm about to turn it off, man. About to end today's live stream. I really enjoyed talking to y'all, just chatting it up for a little bit and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll tell you this, though, before I let you go, though, about acceptance. Like I said, you got to accept people for who they are and where they are in life. Accept them and don't try to change them. And last but not least, I want you to understand that you must also accept that many women today, while you was watching this video, was eating booty.